YouTube, it is Invincible Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming at you with a Swordsoul Tenyi deck profile. Today, nothing too special, it's just going to be a fairly back to basics Swordsoul list, but I will be using this leading into the next few locals that I will participate in, and I do intend to record my rounds and my matches to give you guys the locals experience. Moving forward, I'd like to take your comments and your advice and implement that into the deck, seeing if you guys can help me improve as a player. This list did help me win my locals recently. It was a 21-man event. I went XO going undefeated, which was really good. I did make some changes since then. There is a deck profile of that winning list on Retro Yu-Gi-Oh's channel. If you want to go and check him out, that'd be great. Otherwise, we're going to jump into this one. Thanks so much. Jumping right into the deck profile, we have our Swordsoul Tenyi list. We'll start off with the main deck. We will commence with 3 Moyi, 3 Longyun, 3 Ecclesia. You know we've got to have those starlights. Double Tenyi. Okay. Leading into the Tenyi package, we will have 3 Ashuna, 3 Adhara, double Vishuddha and 1 Shatana. These ratios are perfect. I wouldn't change these for now. If you need more hand traps or interactions, you can cut Adhara down to 2. I think it's better at 3. You need to see these names. You can also bump Vishuddha up to 3 if you like, but I find it really good at 2. And you know, leading into locals, we can experiment with that and see how we go. Moving into the spells, we have 3 Emergence, 3 Circle, and double Summit. This isn't mandatory, but it helps in the long grind game when you're running out of resources. It can win you games. It hasn't done that very much for me, but there's been a couple of games where the opponents had control. This has given me back what I've needed, and I've been able to swing the game into my favor enough to actually take the win, which has been really cool. People sometimes play Chujun over this, the monster. I prefer this. It feels more fluid. They do much of a muchness, but this card, I think it's just tried and tested, and it is just, you know, back to basics. Moving forward, we can test Chujun out, but I think for now, Circle's just the better option. Moving into the traps, we have a double blackout. I'll show you guys a combo later in the video around why double blackout helps. We'll have 1 in hand, and we can still banish 1 from deck to resolve and get our combo off, but that can be, I can talk about that later on in the video. We have a double, we got triple Ash, triple Dark Ruler, double Tactics, and double Pots. And that rounds us out to a clean 40 card main deck, which is really, really clean. And you know, I think 40 cards for Swordsoul is pretty good. We can again play with that moving forward, but I think for consistency's sake, that works out really, really well. Into the extra deck, we have 3 Monk and 1 Shaman. I don't play with these ratios. I tried messing with them once before, and I regretted it straight away. We go 1 Dragite, 1 Yazi, 1 Drago Berserk. You know we've got to have the double Starlight Chishaos, double Ulti Baxxias, and then rounding out the extra deck, we have the Collector's Rare Baron, Chenying, Sinister, and a Psychic and Punisher. This is controversial. A lot of people don't run it. I tested it, didn't like it, took it out, and then immediately regretted not having it because there was a couple of games at my locals where the line was there to grab the level 11 that would have technically won me game because my life points were very low, and it just wasn't there to use, which was really disappointing. So it's there. I will test it continuing moving forward, and if it doesn't come up in the next few weeks, I'll just cut it and we'll put something else in. Love to hear your comments and thoughts on that. Moving forward would be really good. Shout out to my wife and son, Molly and Theo. Alright, starting off with one of our combos. So this is how to play through an Ash Blossom with Emergence and Tenyi. So we will activate Emergence here, and they will Ash Blossom us. Unfortunately, that won't resolve, so then we'll normal summon Tenyi, activate her effect, banishing the Emergence to get a token. Okay, We'll then synchro those off into Chisha. We're going to go Chainlink 1 Chisha, Chainlink 2 Tenyi. Tenyi is going to dump a worm into grave, and our target here is going to be a Shuna. So we dump a Shuna, and then we're going to banish Blackout off the effective Chisha. Okay. In an open game state, Blackout will activate its effect, giving us a token. Now we can banish off a Shuna, activating its effect to summon from deck. We're going to grab Shadana here. Okay. Now we're here. We're going to synchro for 8. You have a couple of options, but we're always going to go into Draco Berserker. Okay. So that's an easy way to get 2 level 8s on board, playing through an interaction. In a perfect world, Emergence will resolve. We'll grab a Longyun from deck, and then we can go further from there and have a level 10, ideally Baron, so then we have 3 interactions going in. Well, technically, we have 5 interactions going into the opponent's turn. Okay guys, for combo number 2, we're going to start off with the effect of Longyun in hand, sending a Shuna. That will resolve, getting Longyun and a token. We're going to synchro off for 10, and we're going to go into Baron to floor. We're now protected against Nibiru if that pops up. We'll burn for 1200 as per the effect of Longyun, and then we are going to activate Emergence to search. This is essentially just baiting for Ash, but that's okay. We will grab a second copy of Tenyi here, because we're setting ourselves up for next turn, and ideally Tenyi is better than Moyu just because we may not have a card to reveal. Okay. We will then normal Tenyi and activate her effect, banishing Emergence for a token. We'll then synchro for 8 into Chisha. We're going to go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Tenyi will dump, and we are going to dump Vishuda. And Chisha's effect is going to banish a Blackout. Okay. Open game state, Blackout will trigger, giving us a token. We can then banish Shuna to summon Shadana. Okay. We can synchro for 8. And we will go into another Draco Berserker. Okay. And we have some good cards to go into turn 2. And we have a few interactions. So that's another little combo we can do with Swordsoul Tenyi.